This is a BBP News election update.
On Tuesday, May 17th, Kentucky residents will be heading to the polls for the primaries. Polls open at 6 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. Kentucky's governor is not up for re-election this year, but there is one House retiree in the 3rd District. John Yarmuth is retiring, so the 3rd District will be electing a new representative. And in the Senate, there is one election for a senator seat. Senator Rand Paul, a Republican, is not seeking another term, though. And again, polls open at 6 a.m. and close at 6 p.m. And to find out who your representative is, go to house.gov, find a representative, or the link in the show notes.
Also on May 17th, Pennsylvania residents will be heading to the polls for their primaries. The polls will open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. The governor, Tom Wolf, is up for re-election, but he reached his term limit. In the House, Michael Doyle, Democrat of the 18th District, is retiring. And Connor Lamb, Democrat of the 17th District, is running for a Senate seat. In the Senate, Pat Toomey, Republican, is up for re-election, but he is retiring. And again, polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m.
Also on May 17th, North Carolina residents will be heading to the polls for their state primary. Polls open at 6:30 a.m. and close at 7:30 p.m. The governor of North Carolina is not up for re-election this year. There are 2 House representatives retiring this year. J.K. Butterfield, Democrat in the 1st District, is retiring, and same with David Price of the 4th District, a Democrat, is retiring. Representative Ted Budd of the 13th District, a Republican, is running for the Senate seat. And there is one senator up for re-election, Richard Burr, a Republican, but he is retiring. And again, polls open at 6:30 a.m. and close at 7:30.
And again, on May 17th, Oregon residents will be able to attend the primaries. There is no set time for the polls to open, but they will close at 8 p.m. The governor, Kate Brown, Democrat, is up for re-election, but has reached her term limit. In the House, Peter DeFazio, Democrat from the 4th District, is retiring. In the Senate, Ron Wyden, Democrat, is up for re-election and will be running. Again, polls open at a varied time, but will close at 8 p.m.
And finally, on Thursday, May 19th, Idaho residents will be heading to the polls for their primaries. Polls open at 8 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Governor Brad Little, a Republican, is up for re-election this year, and all current House representatives are running for re-election this year. And the Senate does have one senator up for re-election, and he is running, Mike Crapo. Again, polls open at 8 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. And to find your representative, go to house.gov, find your representative, or check the link in the show notes.
This has been a BBP News election update. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of BBP News and another episode of What to Expect This Week.
For holidays this week, we have EMS Week, Police Week, and Public Work Week.
All right.
No holidays this week, but we still got, a
lot of appreciation weeks.
Yes, and they're just as important as holidays.
Oh, I'll agree with that. I'll definitely get on board with that.
And we also have, of course, the national What Is It That Day?
Oh, of course.
Yep. Sunday is Take Parents to the Playground Day. And Chocolate Chip Day. Not chocolate chip cookie, nothing. Just chocolate
straight
chip.
Up chocolate chips.
And also, it is my co-anchor's birthday.
Oh my God, you remembered.
I did.
I do appreciate that. I know I'm turning probably one of the most boring ages in a young person's life. Turning 19. Nothing exciting happens when you turn 19.
20 is just as boring.
Well, at least when you turn 20, you can say you made it out of your teens. Like, you have something.
Even though most 20-year-olds, I think, might be worse than teenagers. But who am I to say?
Yeah, who knows, yeah.
This year, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll get some on-hand experience.
So, happy birthday to you.
Much appreciated.
And Monday is Do Something Good for Your Neighbor Day and Sea Monkey Day.
I love this combination. I wonder if you can somehow combine the two.
Get your neighbor a sea monkey.
Exactly. See, you get it.
Tuesday is Idaho Day,
All right.
Walnut Day, and Cherry Cobbler Day.
Okay, gotta say, not my favorite three. I don't live anywhere near Idaho, but shout out to the Idaho potato. Haha. Um,
You don't like walnuts?
Walnuts are okay if they're in things. Like if they're in something like, banana bread or, on ice cream or something. Delicious.
I like walnuts when I'm making banana bread. Like, when you're making it, you gotta test the product to make sure it's okay.
There you go. Yeah, that's fair. But then cherry
And what,
cobbler, not a huge cherry person.
I've never had cherry cobbler, but I do like cobbler. And
Mm,
cherries are okay. Not my favorite, so I got a feeling I would like it.
yeah, I mean, there would definitely be worse things. We'll put it that way.
And Wednesday is No Dirty Dishes Day and Visit a Relative's Day.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Thursday is Devil's Food Cake.
Mm, mm.
Um, Friday is Pizza Party Day, Rescue Dog Appreciation Day, and Pick Strawberries Day.
All right. I
It's a
love all
little
three of
early to go
those.
strawberry picking,
I don't
but
care. I love strawberries. I'll go find some and I'll pick them right now.
you'll have to go outside of New York. But
Yeah, just a little bit.
I wish you luck.
Thank you.
And Saturday is Learn to Swim Day and Strawberry and Cream Day.
Ooh. I love swimming and I will happily take some strawberries and cream.
Getting into politics this week, the House is in session this week, Monday through Thursday, and the Senate is also in session, and they are expected to vote on the Ukraine package vote that we talked about on Friday's episode.
Now getting into President Biden's schedule for the week. On Sunday, he will give remarks to honor the law enforcement officers who lost their lives in the line of duty in 2021 at the National Peace Officers Memorial Service on the west front of the Capitol. On Monday, he will award Public Safety Officer Medals of Valor for extraordinary valor above and beyond the call of duty, and will welcome the Prime Minister of Greece to continue strengthening ties between the two countries and to celebrate 201 years of Greek independence. On Tuesday, the President and the First Lady will host a reception in the Rose Garden to celebrate Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And on Thursday, the President will depart for Seoul, South Korea, to begin his first trip to Asia as President. As a side note to that, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan will be previewing the trip on Monday. And then in sports for this week, we started out with the typical major MLB matchups for the week. We had the Padres versus the Phillies, the Cardinals versus the Mets, and the Braves versus the Brewers. That's the first half of the week. In the second half of the week, we have the Yankees versus the White Sox, the Athletics versus the Angels, and the Padres versus the Giants. There will also be a PGA Tour Championship event starting tomorrow, and that will go through until the end of the week, and the NBA playoffs will continue as they have been. For stories we are following this week, we are still watching the developments between Russia and Ukraine. The midterm elections will be on our radar, possible updates on the late Supreme Court draft opinion, and developments on the Elon Musk Twitter buy, with the possibility of Musk pulling out of the deal.
That is the end of the week ahead for May 15th. We will be back here tomorrow morning with a news episode. But until then, have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And Nick, you have a happy birthday today.
Thanks again, Chris, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.